Hogan's weak, as they call it, grip doesn't mean that it's gripping lightly. It means that the hand is turned to the left sufficiently that the left thumb was on top of the club. And having a position of the arm where the elbow is looking at the hip, and then rolling the arm on the backswing. Both of these things had him arrive at the end of the backswing with the wrists fully hinged. And of course the golf club, and he had quite heavy clubs, D4s as we used to call them, and steel. The momentum of the club going in this direction meant that it would continue going and stretch the sinews of the hands and wrists in the greatest way possible, particularly because that grip and arm position meant that he got to the end of the backswing with the knuckles of the left hand rolled back toward where a wristwatch might be, what they call cuppy, a little ambiguous, but that's the term. And that meant that the shaft was very close to the shoulder, and the angle between the left arm and the shaft was quite acute. So this club face was looking in what is called an open position, and then he worked very hard to initiate the downswing in a way that didn't dissipate the enormous elasticity that he had created. So he started by spinning the hips to the left, but doing it with the intention of swinging into out. And another great striker of the ball, the Canadian Mo Norman, he described his feeling of perfection with the swing, which was a vertical drop and a horizontal tug. And essentially he was describing exactly what Ben Hogan was doing. Ben Hogan wanted the right elbow, as did Mo Norman, to be feeling as if it's underneath the left one as you pull down. And that would drop everything down in this direction and then get pulled through the ball. And so the shaft of the club remained very close to the neck on Ben Hogan as he came through that downswing. And the reason was simple. All of that elasticity that had been built up by those clever activities, we didn't want them, he didn't want them to be dissipated where they weren't going to be useful. You want them to occur here where you're hitting the ball. All sports talk about timing. The timing of golf, if you really want to sort of condense it down, is when do you straighten out your wrists? And so he was able to get them hinged to the greatest possible degree by those strategies, keep it for as long as possible, and then do some rather interesting things to release them, which we'll get to on the next video.